The evening was set to be a grand spectacle, one of those exclusive gatherings where power and influence mingled effortlessly under the chandeliers of an opulent ballroom. Politicians, business magnates, celebrities, and media elites filled the room, each one waiting for the keynote address by none other than former President Donald J. Trump. The event, held in the heart of Manhattan at the historic Roosevelt Grand Hotel, promised a night of patriotic fervor, grandiose promises, and Trump's signature blend of confidence and showmanship. As the lights dimmed and the murmurs of anticipation grew quieter, the MC took the stage. "Ladies and gentlemen," he announced with an air of gravity, "please welcome the man who needs no introduction, the one and only Donald J. Trump." The crowd erupted into applause as Trump strode onto the stage, his trademark red tie perfectly in place and his smile as wide as ever. He waved to the audience, basking in the cheers, before stepping up to the podium. Adjusting the microphone, he leaned forward and began his speech with a flourish. Thank you," he said, his voice echoing through the room. "What the tremendous crowd tonight. This is an incredible event, the likes of which no one's ever seen before. Believe me." The audience chuckled, settling into their seats as Trump launched into a speech that was part political rally, part motivational seminar, and part autobiography. He talked about the strength of the American economy, his achievements as president, and his vision for the future. As always, his words were peppered with superlatives, humorous jabs at his critics, and boasts about his many successes. "And let me tell you," Trump said, gesturing expansively, "no one does deals like I do. I've done some of the greatest deals in history. Everyone knows it. They write books about it, folks. The Art of the Deal, it's a classic. Still selling millions?" The crowd laughed and clapped, clearly entertained. But as Trump continued, something unusual happened. A man sitting near the front of the room stood up. Dressed in an impeccably tailored navy suit, the man exuded an air of quiet confidence. He was tall, with salt and pepper hair and a presence that demanded attention. Slowly, deliberately, he began walking toward the stage. At first, Trump didn't notice. He was too engrossed in recounting one of his famous business triumphs. But the audience noticed. The murmurs started as the man climbed the stairs to the stage, bypassing security with a simple nod, as though his authority was unquestionable. By the time Trump realized what was happening, the man was standing beside him. Trump paused, blinking in surprise. The room was silent now, every eye fixed on the stage. "Who are you?" Trump asked, his tone a mix of curiosity and annoyance. "And what are you doing interrupting my speech? This is highly unusual, folks. Highly unusual." The man smiled, a calm and calculated smile. "Mr. Trump," he said, his voice steady and resonant, "my name is Alexander Cross. I'm the CEO of Cross Global Enterprises, and I have a proposition for you." Trump raised an eyebrow. "A proposition? During my speech? This better be good, because no one interrupts Donald Trump unless it's really, really good." Alexander nodded. "I believe it is. But before I explain, I need to ask you one question." Trump crossed his arms, intrigued despite himself. "Go ahead. Ask your question. Do you believe in second chances?" Alexander asked, his voice carrying a weight that silenced even the softest whisper in the room. The question hung in the air, and for a moment, Trump looked genuinely thoughtful. "Second chances?" he repeated, then shrugged. "Sure, I believe in them. America's a land of second chances. I've had a few myself. But what's this got to do with anything?" Alexander took a step closer, his demeanor unshakable. "I recently came into possession of a failing company, a media conglomerate that was once a powerhouse but is now on the verge of collapse. The board brought me in as a last resort, but even I can't save it alone. I need someone with a proven track record in turning things around. Someone with vision, boldness, and a knack for making deals. In short, Mr. Trump, I need you." The crowd gasped. Trump's jaw dropped, but only slightly. "You want me to help you save your company? Is that what this is about?" Alexander nodded. "Not just save it. Transform it. Reinvent it. Make it bigger and better than ever before." Trump took a moment to process this. "Let me get this straight. You interrupted my speech, a tremendous speech, by the way, to ask for my help? You could have made an appointment, you know. I have offices. Beautiful offices. Alexander's smile widened. I could have, but I wanted to see how you handled an unexpected challenge. And I must say, you're handling it brilliantly. The compliment seemed to mollify Trump, and he allowed a small smile. Well, I do handle challenges better than anyone. Everyone says so. But why should I help you? What's in it for me? Alexander reached into his pocket and pulled out a sleek leather folder. Opening it, he revealed a set of documents and handed them to Trump. This, he said simply. Trump took the papers, scanning them quickly. His eyes widened as he read. These numbers, he muttered, almost to himself. This potential, it's huge. Tremendous, even. Alexander nodded. Exactly. With your expertise and my resources, we could turn this into the biggest media empire the world has ever seen. We could control the narrative, shape public opinion, and create something truly extraordinary. The room was buzzing now, the audience unable to contain their curiosity. What was in those documents? What kind of deal was being proposed? And why was Trump looking so tempted? Trump looked up, his expression a mix of skepticism and interest. This is a bold move, Mr. Cross. But I like bold moves. Still, I need to know, what's the catch? Alexander's smile faded slightly, and for the first time, he looked serious. The catch is that this won't be easy. The company is in worse shape than it appears on paper. There are scandals, lawsuits, and a mountain of debt. It's a mess. But with your name and my strategy, we can not only fix it, we can dominate the industry. Trump considered this, his fingers drumming on the podium. You've done your homework, I'll give you that. But you're asking a lot. My name carries weight. If I'm involved, this has